When you think of Lucifer, what comes to mind? A roaring inferno, twisted horns, and a tail as slick as sin. But before he was a devil, before the fall, there was nothing he wouldn't have been called. Lucifer, the morning star. Before he was a bringer of darkness, he was a bringer of light, a guardian of purity. He walked among the stones of fire and stood beside the throne of the Almighty, created perfect, full of wisdom, radiant in beauty. The prophet Ezekiel called him the anointed cherub who covers. But Lucifer was more than just beautiful. As the anointed cherub, he was entrusted with authority. Some say he led the choirs of heaven. Others say he held dominion over a realm of creation, a kingdom of his own, where the very stars sang at his command. His robes shimmered with every precious stone, sapphire, emerald, gold. His voice echoed like rushing waters. He reflected God's glory. But one day he wanted to own it. I will ascend into heaven, he thought. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, and I will be like the Most High. That was his thought. That was the moment everything changed. What began as beauty became pride, and what began as admiration became ambition. And it all happened in an instant, just like that. In the blink of an eye, the most radiant angel turned rebel. He convinced a third of heaven's angels to follow him, not with threats, but with vision. And so war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels rose to stop him, the archangel Gabriel sounding the call to arms. The very stars trembled as the celestial armies clashed, and Lucifer, once radiant, was cast out, fallen like lightning, from the highest height to the lowest depth, from the morning star to the serpent in the dust. Fallen, yes, but not broken. Cast out, yes, but not forgotten. For when the war was over, there was no peace. He became Satan, but his story didn't end with his fall. No, because now his true work began. He brought rebellion into creation. He whispered to Eve under the tree of knowledge. He watched Cain raise the first weapon and saw the first city walls. And still today, he walks the earth, tempts the righteous, and waits for his chance to rise again, because his war is not over, only delayed. Yes, Lucifer fell, but his legacy lives on. Greed, murder, pride, war. These are his children. Humanity's greatest triumphs and tragedies. They all came from the choices he inspired. And the worst part, we won't even see him coming. That's right. If Lucifer had a face, we wouldn't recognize it. Yet the scriptures tell us how you have fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven, yet you were brought down. He heard those words and smiled, a sinister curl of his crimson lips. Ascend, he whispered. Yes, that's what I'll do. Again, I will rise above the stars and claim what is mine by right. And then the whole earth will burn. And as the echoes of his laughter faded into the night, we were left with only one thing to wonder. How far would he go to claim the throne? Hey, thanks for watching. Do you want to forget to hit subscribe? Because next time we are going to uncover the bloodline of the Do the giants still walk in the shadows? Find out next time. See you soon.